Hello everyone, this is Ashish again, and today we are going to continue our session on PowerShell with introduction to COM. So, how to work with COM object, what COM object is all about, and how you can use it in your automation or how you can use it with PowerShell. So, before I continue, I would just like to update you guys. I have been working for some of our PowerShell and DevOps sessions on my Azure DevOps Pro group, which is a group on Telegram. So you can simply click on this URL and join my group. I will be mentioning this URL in the videos description as well. You can browse to the website or also and see you can view our sessions and you can join the group from here as well. It is a Telegram group, and we conduct trainings or demo sessions on Azure and PowerShell and DevOps and all those topics what I have mentioned so far, and then we will be continuously discussing different practices in DevOps in coming days. So now let's continue our session on PowerShell COM object. So what exactly a COM object is? So COM is I would say uh, uh, I would say standard component object model, what they call, and you can go ahead and search it and get the details of it. Since this is not the focus of our training, I would rather focus on how you can use it in the in the PowerShell or in your day-to-day administration and automation. So how to know, I mean, what COM object is. So in a simple layman term, I would say it's a DLL, and DLL, how you can use that DLL to interact with it, to program it or things like that. Now how you would know how what are the COM objects available to you and how you can use it. There is a simple I have a simple script here. It's a very basic script I have got on internet. You just go ahead and select there, and what it will do, it will give you a list of all the COM object here in your computer. Now there are lots of things here you can see, but I would rather give you a very basic example of Internet Explorer and how you can use it. So if you see, there are a couple of objects for different application. You can see excel.addin, excel.application, okay, and somewhere here there is a Internet Explorer dot application as well. Okay, so if you see through it, let's go to the I thing, and there you should see Internet Explorer dot application, if you can see here. So that way we are going to use example for this one, but apart from it, you have so many other objects which you can use in upcoming minutes. It will be more clear how you can use these things, and what exactly I mean when I'm saying that you can use it. So let's go to the news, and to create any object you use new object, okay, and type of object you will tell it's a COM object, and what is the COM object you want to create, you will give the name of the application. So that way, you if you go to the slide, so this is how this syntax works like. Okay, so you create new object, then give the type of the object, and then you give the program ID, which is nothing but the list which we have got here. Okay, so if I want to create an object of Internet Explorer, then I will just simply say explorer dot application. Okay, and if I just select this one and run it, it will create an object and return that object. Now, since I want to use that object, instead of creating this object simply, what I will do, I will assign a variable to this object, and as you can see in the slide, that's what I am doing. So com object variable name is equals to new object com object, and then the program id, and the program id here we are using the Internet Explorer application example. But then as I have told you, there are list of applications which you can, depending upon your needs, depending upon your use cases, you can go ahead and explore how you can use those application com object and how you can automate it to make things work for you. So now, since we have created this object, now let me do one thing. Let me kill this session. Okay, I'm going to close this one and launch a new one. Okay. Mm, okay, so it's loading now. What I will do, I will create I am just giving the variable name as new object com object, and here I'm giving Internet Explorer dot application. Okay, so what it will do, it will create the application. Now let's create this one so that we will have this variable available. So I have created this application. Okay, now what I will do, dollar I, you can get all the things available. So as you can see, you have address bar just like any internet explorer object. You will have address bar, you have document, you have full name, full screen, title, menu bar, all those things. So we can program it as we need. So I will say visible is equals to true. So what it will do, it will make it visible. So let's run it. Selected, run it. Now this is visible now, right? Now I want to do something here. So what I will do, I will open a website over here. So what we can do, $I dot navigate. You see, navigate, and I can give a URL over here, www dot google.com, and I will close it. Now I will run this particular thing only. If you don't know, you just select this thing and then click on it. It will just run this particular thing. Since we have already ran all these things, so it is already in the memory. So I just want to run this one. So what I will do, I will run it. Okay, and I will select it. Now let's go to our Internet Explorer, and it is on Google. So you can see that I'm able to play with my application object with, I mean, whatever I want to do. Now here, now you can go ahead and visualize the kind of use cases you can have. One of the most useful use cases, having a website, entering something there. You can actually get the HTML document of this website, and then you can do certain things with that page as well. So I have already a script. Okay, so let's open this one. Let's open this one. And I have, okay, so here I have, for saving my time, I have written a script which is working. Now I will go run by line. So what I am doing is over here is creating a variable search input. What is Azure. Then I have a URL, so this is the URL, and then I'm creating an object of Google form. You can do anything what you want, right? You can have any variable name, but but in nutshell, what we are doing, what we have already actually just did, we are creating an object of Internet Explorer. Then we are setting it true. Then we are navigating to that URL. Then we are waiting for that website to load. So here we are just checking whether it is busy equals to true. Once the busy equals to true, then we are putting the script for the sleep for this much milliseconds, and then it will be a while loop, so it will keep on checking until unless the busy becomes false. The moment it becomes false, then it will go to the line 11. Then here what we are doing here is, as I told you, you can get the document object. I have got the document object. Then there is a method over here. I have got the method document by ID. If you are familiar with the HTML and CSS, then you got to know that this is the DOM object, and then their DOM object, I'm getting one of the I element which has the ID queue. So let's go to this website actually, and then I will run the script later on. So if I go to this website, uh, let's let me so this will open an Internet Explorer with this website, and what it will do, it will open that website. And if I go ahead and go to inspect element, right? So inspect element and see here, uh, table, okay, table body, and then table one, this one, and let's go here, head. Okay, so here we have head, right? So this is not what we want to actually explore. Now here is the search form. It looks like something we might be interested into. So here you can see, and if I collapse, okay, so here is the element what you have interested into. So this particular input box is actually this okay, here it is not showing what element we are selecting. Let's open it in Google Chrome. So if I open Google Chrome, there it will highlight actually the element, right? This is much useful. Inspect, okay, we'll go with the same thing. Okay, so as you can see, the things we have selected, it is highlighting over here. So this way it becomes easy. So what I will do, I will just go over here. Okay, so here, then within this here, then here, right? So it keeps on telling me where I am, so I don't want to explore this area. Here it is something, so here, then here, and then if you see, this is the table I'm interested into. So I will expand this one. Now I'm getting closer, right? So here I am, right? And now if I expand this one, here it is. This is the input box we want to know. So what I'm doing, I'm getting this input box in my PowerShell script, if you see. So I'm getting this input box, okay, and then I'm filling the input box of value property with this search input. So search input is the string with Azure. So what I'm doing over here is I'm navigating that website, searching that element, and then putting the value into that element, and then on the next line I'm doing something similar to that. What I'm searching, instead of that this q value, I'm searching for the button. So which button it is? So I'm searching for a input, which is input, and then type submit. So let's go to the website. Okay, so here if I go back to this one and see, this is the thing which we want to click. So if I go there, so here it is, this is the input type, and the value the type is submit, right? So what I am essentially doing over here is checking this box, entering the value Azure over here, and then searching this button. And then on the next line what I'm doing is Okay, here I have not done that, but what I will do, dollar search search button dot click. There is a event which is click event. So what I'm doing, I'm searching that button and then I'm clicking on it. So this is what, if I would have done it manually, then I would have, opened this website, then entering this and then clicking on it, and that's how it I would be doing. But instead of that, what I'm doing, I'm automating it with this script, with the PowerShell script. So let's close this one. Okay, now I'm running this one. Let's run this one. So it opened the X website, it entered the Azure, and it searched it. You see, so now you can get feel of it, how useful it can be. So instead of this Azure, you could have, some login option. You could have searched for this title and then clicked on it, and that way you can, there can be n number of scenarios in your administration, day-to-day administration. You can have a website where you have to do certain specific task every day, so you can have kind of automation for that. So this is one of the area, this is one of the use case. It can be another use case for other com object as well. So as I have told you that there is another com object which is named as, so if I go here and open this one, let me show you. There is another com object named excel.application, as I told you. So most of you are aware that we use Excel automation a lot of time. So what we can do over here is, I already have a script actually. Then again, this is something I have created uh, to save time. I will explain what exactly it is doing on each step. So I'll just copy it and paste it over there in script pen. Okay, so what exactly it is doing, it is creating an Excel application com object, as you can see in the line 1. Then what I'm doing is I'm enclosing it in a try and catch block, that because it might be an error, or it might be like Excel is not available on that app, on that desktop or something like that. So I thought of enclosing it in try catch block. Now what I'm doing, excel.visible is true. So what I'm doing, I'm making it visible so that it will show. Then I'm creating couple of workbook, and then within workbook I am entering items in cells, and there, and then I'm programmatically playing with that. So if you have done some level of VBA programming, you must be familiar with this kind of stuff, like range and cells and items and all those things. So what we are essentially doing is, we are creating an Excel application programmatically, we are creating an Excel sheet programmatically, then filling it up with the get service commandlet result, and then we are formatting it with the color index and all those stuff. I will show you what exactly it is doing. And then what we are doing, we are saving it, we are saving that sheet at a particular location. So here you must know that this particular location must be existing on your computer. This Excel sheet will be created if it is not there, but this location must be there. So if you do not have this folder structure, it will not work. So you have to have this folder structure, then only this Excel sheet will be created automatically, right? So and then we are simple a generic catch block if something happens wrong, and then I am quitting the Excel just to make sure, within the finally block. So if you have not if you are not familiar with the try catch finally, then I will recommend you to go through my videos. There I have actually covered try catch finally block in one of the session for error handling in PowerShell. So here we are essentially making sure that we are closing the Excel properly, so that it is not, stuck in the memory. So let's run it and let's see what exactly happens. So if I will run it, it is running, right? So it should should open Excel file. As you can see, it is filling it up, right? Then soon it will save it and close it automatically. So it's, yeah, it's closed. So let's go back to this location and see what's there, right? So I will go there, run, right? So here we have Excel file and it just got created, yeah, 8th April 2038, right? So it just got created now, and if I will open it, right? So I have opened it, right? So what it does is, I will show you, it just saves the result of get service. Now here as well, let me expand this one, right? So here as well you can be, little bit creative here over here, that you might not want the running services, you just want this stopped one. You might want other things as well, like startup type and other things related to service. You might not want the service actually, you might want get process instead of get service in your script. Like here we are running the get service and then getting the result of get service and then filling it up in our Excel. So instead of this, you can have a different commandlet, maybe Azure related, maybe process related, maybe something else, I don't know, and depending upon your use case. So here our objective is how you can use this com object, right, to to do certain things on your computer automatically. So if you supposed to do something daily on daily basis, then you might want to explore this area, and you might be able to automate it, have a script and then schedule it on your server. It will automatically run the commandlet, fill the Excel file, save it somewhere, and then it will send email as well. Maybe it will send alert, or it will do something depending upon the status. Like if it's the service is stopped, then it might be restarting it, it might send an alert, or there can be n number of use cases, there can be n number of scenarios you might want to relate it with. But the focus over here is that you can do so many things at the same time. You can do so many things with Internet Explorer application. You might want to, you might have a website where you have to log in and click on certain button every day you log into Office. You might want to automate it. You can go ahead and explore that area, and then getting the HTML document from there, and then searching for the element where you might want to click. Then you may go ahead and see whether it is clickable from the PowerShell or not. Then again, as we are working with com object, I must tell you that this is not 100%. I would say it always works. It's not like that. You are working with the com object, and com object means there is a binary over there which with which you are dealing with, and the binary, you never know how it has been created. If it has been created with a standard method, with a standard com object model, then it might behave as expected. Sometime it might behave unexpected, and then you might have to be creative enough to so that you can get the result what you want. So right, so this is what the com object is, and this is the example I want to talk about, the Excel application. And then the Excel, this is what my Excel sheet looks like, and then this is what the Excel script looks like. uh, I will try to continue this session next weekend, maybe with extending the .NET object. And so yeah, I mean, these days I mean, I have been quite busy in other things as well. So that's why I have I took a gap to upload this next video on com object. But definitely I will keep on continuing to finish this particular training. Yeah, thank you so much.